What is up with Bo Bichette's early season struggles as Jordan Romano continues to climb the franchise's all-time saves leaderboard? Hey everyone, welcome into Long Ball. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun Blue Jays writer Rob Longley. And Rob, it's been a tough start to the season for a lot of key Blue Jays players, whether it's Alejandro Kirk, George Springer, Vladimir Guerrero, but Bo Bichette might be having the toughest time right now, batting just .210 with a .263 on base and one home run on the season. It is early. There's lots of time for him to turn things around, but what are you seeing from Bichette right now at the plate, and what is your level of concern?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of un-Bo Bichette-like behavior really at the plate. And, you really have to ask yourself, where would this team be? They're a 500 team right now, but where would they be without Justin Turner? Because of the top four in the order, he's the only one who's performing with any sort of consistency. Level of concern with Bo, I wouldn't place it overly high because he strikes me as a guy who has been really good throughout his career at working through situations and working through struggles and getting back into form. But there's clearly something off with him. And I spoke with him on Sunday at the Rogers Center. And, one of the things I like about Bo is he's very honest and forthright about what's going on with him in his game. And he said, yeah, he's frustrated. And there'd be something wrong with him if he wasn't frustrated about how things are going. My sense is that he sees himself legitimately as a leader on this team, and he certainly was the most reliable bat in the team last year. And when the team struggles offensively, he takes it upon himself to try to work the team through the offensive struggles. So, and in that case, I think maybe he's forcing things a little bit too much. His timing is off. At times, his swing seems a little more wilder than usual. He seems on occasion to be swinging for the fences, and we've seen when he's doing well that his versatility is maybe his biggest strength as a productive hitter. So level of concern is obviously in the moment is high because nobody else in the team is hitting. But I think with the long season and with here we are still in April, just about to turn into May. He will work it out at some point. He's done it at previous points in his career, and certainly has the work ethic and the knowledge of his own swing to do just that.
And as you said, over his career, he's been definitely one of the more reliable and consistent players on this team. Speaking of reliable, Jordan Romano recently picked up career save number 101. He is now fourth on the team's all-time saves list. Tom Hankey sitting at number one with 217, by the way, so still a little bit of room there for Jordan to go. But off the field, as you know, Rob, Romano, pretty reserved guy, but on the field, he is able to seemingly flip a switch. Talking to people around the team, why do you think he's so well-suited for the closer's job?
One of the things I love about Jordan Romano is those two vastly different characters. I'll go up to him into the clubhouse and we'll talk about golf, we'll talk about baseball, we'll talk about various Canadian things. He loves talking hockey. He's just this really cool, chill guy to talk to and likes to have a lot of fun away from the field. But once the game starts and once you get past the third inning, he turns into a completely different animal. And then once it gets close to where he may appear in a game, once it gets to the seventh or the eighth inning, he really locks in. And manager John Schneider referred to him as an adrenaline junkie this week, and I think that's probably a very apt description of what Jordan Romano is. And he feeds off that energy, he feeds off that emotion that he transforms himself into. We see him dump water over his head sometimes, and when he gets out onto the field and after his walk-in music, he really locks in and feeds off the crowd and feeds off that emotion, and that's. It's part of who he is. It's part of his identity, and it's vastly different than what it was when he was a starting pitcher in the minor leagues with the Blue Jays. So, in that vein, it really is a remarkable career development for him. The first time I met him, Rob, was back in 2018, and he was like I said, a struggling starter for the New Hampshire Fisher Cats at the time. And now he's on his way to being one of the most successful relievers in club history with, as you mentioned, 101 saves. By season's end, he should be firmly into third place and perhaps even second place if he gets to 121. And that's a credit to him, and that's a credit to the organization in putting faith, recognizing that talent and putting faith in him to be a legitimate big league closer and one of the best at his craft.
Yeah, it really is remarkable that a guy who grew up north of the city now starring for the team and climbing the record books, as we mentioned. As always, you can leave your Blue Jays thoughts in the comments section below, and you can find all of Rob's Blue Jays coverage at the Toronto Sun.